Hello, my name is Rob Schallenberger, and maybe you could relate to this, whether it's your own children, a niece or a nephew. How many times have we ever purchased a present for a son or daughter, niece or nephew, someone, and they take the toy out of the box, and what do? They start playing with the box. And you think about why. Well, it's because their imaginations are alive and well. They're voracious. They haven't caved into the programming that so many of us adults have caved into, which has put our imagination into a box. Now, if you look through history at people like Nelson Mandela, Albert Einstein, Walt Disney, these were ordinary people, yet they did extraordinary things because they figured out how to unlock their imagination. And I love what Albert Einstein said. He said, genius is 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration. And many times I've heard people say, and I've even said it myself a few times throughout life, and that is, I'm not a very creative person. Well, first of all, we should never be saying those things because, as Albert Einstein said, it's a 99% perspiration thing. It's a work thing. The question is, how do we unlock these parts of our brains that otherwise would stay dormant? And so there's a powerful process called mind mapping. Maybe you've heard of this. Maybe you've tried it once or twice before in your life. I invite you to try this. And so first of all, download the PDF that's in this course. And you'll see in the center of that PDF a single box. What I invite you to put in that box is whatever problem, challenge, or opportunity that you feel like you would like ideas for. So maybe it's a relationship with a spouse. Maybe it's a relationship with a son or daughter, or how to accelerate sales. Or if you're leading an organization, how do you pivot with a new idea or product? Maybe it's how to find better health. The possibilities are endless when we're talking about our imagination. So choose something that you would really like to improve, fix, or some opportunity that you would like to go after. Put that in the center of the page. And then mind mapping is simple. It's a powerful process of just simply letting the mind go. And so what you're going to do is write an idea. And then from that idea, another idea. And it starts to become a spider web of ideas. And we'll show you on the screen some examples of different mind mapping so that you can see what this might look like. And you can see that everyone is a little bit different. It doesn't matter so much how you do it as much as when you put pen to paper. When you write, there is a part of the brain that is unlocked that otherwise would stay dormant. And so there's a power in actually putting the pen to paper. And then once you've gone through and you've exhausted all of these ideas, we invite you to star the 2 or 3 that you feel like could have the biggest impact in your life. And this may sound simple. One of the things, the biggest mistakes that I've seen people make is we've done this with organizations around the world. And I'll just use an example from a manager in a Fortune 500 company. After about 2 minutes of doing this, he put his pen down and said, "I'm all done." Well, I invited him to pick his pen back up and keep going just for another minute or two to see if there was anything else out there. Well, after about another minute, from the back of the room, I heard this person say, "Whoa!" It kind of caught me off guard a little bit. And I looked back and it was this gentleman. And he said, what my biggest aha from this was? It wasn't the actual mind mapping. That was powerful. It was the fact that he had almost given up before his best idea showed up. In other words, how many times do we give up and say that's good enough, and the best idea is right around the corner? And so I would invite you when you're doing your mind mapping, when you say, there's all the ideas, they're all on the table. Go just a little bit further, because your best idea may be just around that corner. I've done this with my son. How do I have a better relationship with my son? And the ideas that came from this mind map were so powerful. And I only implemented 1 or 2. Man, for 10 minutes of work and effort, the impact it had on our relationship was immeasurable. And so mind mapping can be a very powerful tool. If you haven't already done it, I invite you to download the PDF, get started on that, and try it right now. Since you're watching the course, there's no better time than this moment. And second, if you feel like this tool is powerful, this is just a sample of what you'll get in the Breakthrough Leadership Conference that you see on the Becoming Your Best University. Same thing in the Breakthrough Entrepreneur Conference. This is just one of the tools of the literally hundreds that you'll get in that conference. So we invite you to go over there, take a look at that course and see how it might be helpful to you, and then invest in that course as well and watch that over the course of the next 2 and 3 weeks. So try mind mapping, feel the power that it brings into your life as it activates your imagination.